Hi, thank you for joining me for this beginner yoga series. Today we're going to work on some warriors and some lunges. So some really good lower body strengthening, some good alignment, and always good core and good back strength as well. So let's begin. So we're going to start standing in mountain pose. Even weight in our feet. Lengthen up through our thighs. Let the tailbone tuck a little bit and let the ribs knit back a little bit. Let the face soften, the jaw relax, the shoulders rest down away from the ears. And just taking a breath in as we reach up, inhale, sweep out wide and back into our heart center as we exhale. We'll do that a few times, inhaling and exhaling. And once more. This time we'll press the palms out and then up. Finding length from our hips up through our shoulders and arms. Let that tailbone tuck a little bit. Let those thighs lift a little bit. And pressing one hand to your thigh, reach that other arm up high. And then to the opposite side. Both arms reach up. We can stay here or let the pelvis draw forward and gazing upward to find a little bit of a back bend. Keep lengthening your spine. Lace the hands behind, draw the shoulder blades in and the knuckles down. Reaching the hands up, inhale. Heart center, exhale, and once more press out and up. And this time we'll just play with this a little bit, finding a little length from one side and then the other. Just listen to your body, what feels right to you. Enough without ever overdoing. Never force. You're going to listen to your body, and if anything doesn't feel okay, just don't go there. Come into a rest pose or modify. Never ever force or push your body into anything that does not feel okay. Sweep the hands to heart center. Then coming to the front of your mat. Reach up as you inhale, and then fold forward with soft knees as you exhale. Hands might be on the floor, they might come to your shins, or you might want to use blocks here. We want our knees to be bent as much as they need to so the belly touches the thighs, and then we just let the head drape like a rag doll. Maybe nodding yes and no as we just let go of any tension from the head or neck. Shoulders away from ears. Then coming into an extended spine, reach the crown of the head forward. Finding a nice sensation through the back body, but keeping your knees as bent as they need to be. So depending on your flexibility, you may need more bend to get that nice flat back. And then stepping your left foot back, coming into a bit of a lunge. We're going to move those blocks out of the way and step back into a plank. So tuck the tailbone a little toward the heels, really engage the core. Know that at any time you can lower those knees and then maintain the nice strong core. Shift a little forward, lower the knees, hug your elbows to you as you lower your chin and chest or come all the way down. Glide the chest forward, pressing into the hands to come into cobra. Or if that doesn't feel good, slide the elbows forward to come into sphinx. Firm the tailbone toward the heel, firm the tops of the feet into the floor. So either stay there in your sphinx or pressing up into your cobra. Shoulders back and down. Extend the spine, shifting the weight back. Taking a few breaths here, and we'll just rock this a little side to side. Just finding sensation and stretch. And if your forehead doesn't reach the floor, you can use a block at whatever height feels right. And your sit bones might not reach your heels, and that's okay too. And just find length in the spine. We'll just explore a little motion here. Press through the hands, tuck the toes, lift the sit bones up and back. Find a nice length in your spine. Firm the triceps under. Think of your armpits as pressing toward the floor. Lift your heels really high, and then exhale as you press one heel down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, the other presses down and moving with the breath, alternating side to side. Both hips lift high. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or walk forward to your extended spine. Hands might be to the floor, they might be to the shins, they might even be to the thighs. But you want to think about having a nice long spine. Then draw your belly in as you fold forward. The legs might bend deeply to let the belly come to your thighs, or you might find you can come into that with a little less bend. Halfway lift, hands to your thighs. Stretch and lengthen from your sit bones through your pelvis, through your shoulders, and through the crown of your head. Sit back briefly and then rise up. Inhale. Heart center. Exhale. Palms press out and up. A few breaths here, finding some length. Maybe a little play here, a little side to side. Make sure that you're staying firm down through your feet. And listen to your body again. Just find enough and not overdoing it. Sweep those hands to heart center. We're going to step that left foot back to our first warrior pose. So that front knee is right in line with the front ankle. And the back foot is turned out a little bit. Anchor down through your heels. And then the feet are pressing down and trying to push away from each other. The pelvis and the chest facing forward as we extend the arms up. If you need more sensation, you have a bigger stance. If you need less sensation, you make it a smaller stance. So you could be here. Open to warrior two, right hand forward, left hand back. Reaching strong through the arms as if there was a spring and you were pressing down into that spring. Check to see that that front knee is still right in line with that front foot. It has a tendency to want to collapse in, and we want to make sure we keep it nice and strong and aligned. Reaching both hands up to a peaceful warrior. Inhale. Open back out, warrior two. Exhale. Reach a little bit forward. Bring that forearm to your thigh. That left arm reaches up and over. Push that left foot down, lengthening that whole left side. And then maybe peek up a little bit, inviting a little bit of rotation from your midsection. Reverse warrior, we're going to sweep that hand back, and that right arm reaches up, finding nice length through that front torso. Still pressing down and out with both feet. Coming into warrior two. Looking over the hand if that feels okay, but if that's not okay on your neck, your head can be centered. If your arms get too tired, they can also come to rest to your hips. We're going to now pivot so that we're in a wide stance, feet parallel to one another, hands to your hips. Hinging from your hip, come into an extended spine. And here you may need a block or two to come into that extended spine. Firm down and out through your feet, so you're really actively pressing out. Spine is long. We'll take a few breaths. And then folding forward. Again, you may still need the block. Maybe the head rests to the block. If it feels okay, those hands can come underneath with the palms up, still firming down and out through your feet. No stress in the neck. Not forcing anything. Reach the crown of the head forward, pressing down and in through your feet, hands to your hips, nice long spine, hinge up, and then turning to the opposite side. Turn that left foot so that it faces the front of the mat, and turn that back foot in about 15 degrees. Pushing down and out through the feet, reach up to warrior one. Feel the strength in those legs, but keep that breath steady. Keep a sense of ease, not tensing the jaw or the shoulders. Open warrior two, reaching, checking in to see that knee didn't collapse in. Firm down and out through those feet. Peaceful warrior, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reach a little bit forward, bring that forearm to your thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. That right foot pressing to the floor. Peek up just a little if that feels okay for you. Take a few breaths here, lengthening that whole right side. Reverse warrior, the right hand sweeps back, the left hand reaches up. Warrior two. Pivot, bringing the feet again so that they're two parallel lines or even just a bit pigeon-toed. Pressing down and up through your feet, hinge from your hips, straight back, hands to the floor or to your block. And you may need to make this stance smaller, have your hands up higher, or you may be comfortable going wider. And then folding forward, maybe the hands come behind, if that feels okay for you. And your forehead may or may not come to the floor. No expectations, just wherever feels right to you is exactly right. Never compare or contrast. Just do what feels right to you. And then pressing down and out through your feet with a long spine, hinge up from your hips. We're going to turn back to that right side. Turning the back heel in. Front knee right in line with the front foot. Arms reaching up. Warrior one. Anchor down through the feet, pressing them away from each other. Open to warrior two. Check in with that knee. Push down through those feet like you're trying to stretch the mat. Reach a little forward, forearm to your thigh. Left arm reaches up, little peek upward. This is a great place to be. You can stay right here. If you feel like you have more range, you might come to a block at whatever height feels right to you. Nice long line, and that left foot is firm to the floor. Reach back, reverse warrior, long spine. A few breaths here. Warrior two. Pivot, bringing those feet to their parallel lines, hands to the hip, lead with your chest, long spine. Staying here or folding into it. And again, you're just gonna fold to whatever level feels right to you. No force, no expectations. Just allow your body to guide you to just enough without overdoing. Extend your spine. Push down and out through the feet, hands to your hips, hinge all the way up. And one more time, we're going to face the left. Turning that right foot in a bit. Warrior one. Firm down through those feet. Lengthen the spine. Breathe. Open warrior two. Press it down and out through those feet. Reach forward, come to side angle, forearm to your thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. Really press that right foot back. Maybe peek up a little bit. Letting just a little rotation in that midsection. You can stay there, or you might come to a block or down to the floor if that's not forcing, if it's not feeling like it's too much. Really listen to your body. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. Turn to face the side of your mat. Pressing down and out, lead with the chest. Nice flat back, hands to the blocks or the floor, wherever feels right to you. And then folding forward. Hands might stay right under your shoulders, or they might come underneath. Relaxing the neck. Reach the crown of the head forward, hands to the floor or the blocks. Come to an extended spine. Push down and out through the feet, hands to your hips, hinge all the way up. This time we're going to come to the front of the mat, firming down through our feet, lifting up. Inhale, sweep wide, heart center. Exhale, press the palms up. Tuck the tailbone down a little bit. Hands back to heart center. And we're going to step that left foot back, this time to a lunge. So that front heel really pressing into the floor. And it's almost like instead of with warrior, we're pushing away. With lunge, we're pulling the feet toward each other. And as you do that, you really feel those muscles engage. And then you can lift the weight of the pelvis up and extend the arms up. Know at any time you have the option of dropping that back knee. And maybe we can lift the gaze up, adding just a little extension in the spine, if that feels okay. Bringing those hands down, either to the floor or to blocks. And notice if your shoulders are above your hips. If your hips are higher than your shoulders, then you absolutely do want to come up onto the blocks to whatever height feels right to you. We're going to gently lower that back knee. Press the top of the back foot down and walk your hands to your right thigh. So we're pressing down through both feet, pressing into the top of that back foot. And then we're going to lift that left arm up, finding a nice length from that back knee up through the hip, up through the torso. And a few breaths here. Again, find ease in your neck. Make sure you're not forcing anything. Press down into the feet. Steady your breath. Maybe even put a smile on your face. We'll signal your body that you're okay. Sweep the hands down. Tuck the back toe under. Hands might be on the blocks here. We're going to take that right hand to our thigh and then turn to look to the right side. If it feels okay, that right arm will reach up. Feet are pulling toward each other. Spine is long. Shoulders spreading wide. And release that down. Step back into your plank. Shift forward, lower the knees. Hug the elbows to you as you lower chest and chin. Or come all the way down, glide into cobra or sphinx. Extended child. Take a few breaths here, and we'll come to the lunge on the other side. Rocking if you feel like rocking, or just finding stillness if that feels right to you. And lifting into downward dog. Shift forward, tuck those toes, lengthen up and back. Good, maybe a little side to side with your hips. Know that your heels can lift or your knees can bend more to find a nice long, long spine. Then lifting the heels, look forward. Step forward or walk forward, coming into your extended spine. Forward fold, exhale. Rise up, inhale. Heart center, exhale. Palms press up, inhale. Sweep those hands down to the heart center. And this time we'll take that right foot back. Finding your stance, finding your balance. And again, with our lunges, the feet are pulling toward each other, really activating our legs, providing stability and strength through our torso. Extend the arms up. Maybe lifting the gaze and finding a little extension in the spine, letting the chest lift upward. Make sure the shoulders are not jamming up, but melt them down just a little bit. Hands to heart center. And then bring those hands down to the floor. Lower that back knee. Press the top of that back foot to the floor. Walking your hands to that front thigh. Both feet pressing down. Right arm reaches up. Take a few breaths here, feeling that length. Making sure you're not jamming those shoulders up at all. Sweeping the hands down, either to the floor or to your blocks. Extend the back leg. Take that left hand first to your thigh, and then turn to the left. You can stay there or extend that left arm up. Those feet are pulling toward each other. The spine is long. Breath is steady. And lower those hands down. Step back into your plank. Nice strong core. Shifting forward, lower the knees. Hug your elbows as you lower chest and chin, or come all the way down. Glide into cobra or sphinx. Extended child. Again, we can be still, or we can play with this a little bit, moving on side to side. And let's walk our hands to the left. Maybe the right hand can come on top and just get a nice little side stretch there. And again, you can play with this a little bit. That feels good. And then over to the opposite side. Left hand on top if that feels okay. And again, we can play with that a little bit if that feels good. Back into center. Maybe rocking the forehead side to side if that feels okay. Remember, you always have the option of having your head up on a block or on your stacked fists. And coming up to hands and knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just a few cat and cow. So extend as you inhale and scoop and round as you exhale. Lengthen the spine, inhale. Tuck the tailbone and the crown and head down as you draw the belly up. Exhale. A few more of those. Really lovely for our spine. Nice flexion and extension. And then either crossing the legs or sweeping them around, we'll come down to our mat. Hug knees to your chest. Rock your whole body a little side to side. Just massage away any tension from the back. Taking some breaths. And then with your hands on your knees, circle the knees in opposite directions, releasing any tension from those hips and into that lower back. And then reverse that. Good. Placing your hands to your shins. Press your shins into your hands and anchor your back pelvis to the floor. Really nice way to release tension from our lower back. Send your left leg straight out, and that right shin is still pressing into your hand. Lengthen through that left leg. Make sure that your neck is at ease and you have a nice space underneath the neck. And then switch those legs. Really nice release for the hips and the back. Good. Place both feet to the floor. Walk them a little wider than your hips. Let your knees drape in. Let your hands rest to your belly, elbows to the floor. We're going to take some active rest here. So we're just going to breathe. Really relaxed, easy breath, no force. And we're just going to tune into that breath. Feeling the belly gently rise and fall. Finding ease in the neck. Soften the face. Soften the shoulders. With each breath, find a little more ease in your body, releasing any areas that feel tension. And you can stay here, and if your back is sensitive, having the knees stay bent feel like the best place for you. Or you can extend those legs, arms to the side for Shavasana. Everything relaxes. Let everything go. Let the breath just flow. Anchoring your attention to just following that breath in and out. I like to follow that easy rise and fall of the abdomen. Relaxing more deeply with each breath. Again, soften the face and rest your eyes. And if you find that your mind is thinking, just notice that you're thinking and then draw your attention back to following that breath. Letting go of that thought, coming to your breath. No judgment, just be easy with yourself. Keep coming back to the breath. Keep letting go of thoughts, letting go of any tension. And tune back into the breath again and again. And over time, you'll find that you can stay with the breath longer without wandering off into thought. And then your meditation might become really long. You might decide to stay here for 15 minutes or whatever length of time feels right to you. So feel free to stay with that Shavasana pose, or if you need to come up, roll to your side, taking a few breaths there. And then we'll sit up. And if your hips are tight, it's a good idea to sit up on a block. And that allows you to find right posture. Ease in your hips and ease in your back. And we'll just take a few breaths here. Reaching the arms up, inhale. Bringing hands to heart center, exhale. May you be well. May you have good health. May you know peace and joy. Thank you for joining me.